You will find as time goes by that I think about a lot of strange things, and sometimes, perhaps, in a strange way, even when I had children. And I was busy, or working and I was busy. The thought processes still were a little bit odd as far as I go. I love indoor gardening for the simple fact that it keeps me sane. Sane is a relative term. But I do enjoy running little tests. Now, this little test is not going to produce a beautiful leafed out tomato plant. This particular tomato plant was sown November 17th, 2022. It grew and it grew and it gave me tomatoes. And then it started to die back this past fall. So 2023 in the fall. So I decided I'm going to cut it back, and I felt sad about it. I cut it back to about 4 inches from the ground level, 2 plants. But I felt sad for the plants, and I kept watering it. Because I know tomato plants, even though they may look dead, they're not. Their will to survive amazes me on a tomato plant. It could fall down and still grow along the ground. It could vine up and just grow to its mighty beast. The indeterminate ones. The determinate ones come in all different sizes and shapes. And you wonder, it says it's only supposed to get this big, but it got 3 times the size of what it said. So, I love watching life. My own life, my children's lives, people I know, people who are long gone now, that no longer ponder over these things. And I wonder, did they ponder over these things when they were alive, or am I just a weird person who ponders over a cut back tomato plant, wondering if it'll come back to life? Now, I don't believe when I die I'm going to come back to life. No, I don't want to be a zombie, although I do like watching The Walking Dead. But no, I don't think I'll be doing that anytime soon. But I do enjoy the process of finding out certain things. When life appears to be gone, it may not be. The tenacity of this tomato plant proved my point just to me. I wasn't making a point to anyone else about this plant. It was only for me. And I had a feeling, which is why I kept watering it, that it wasn't dead, that it still wanted to live, since it lived for 2 years almost, giving me fruit every other day. It was prolific, one of them. The one that grew the tallest wasn't, which is interesting. The little short squat one just recently dropped me that red tomato that you saw in the intro. Yeah. So, do you ever wonder about your plants? Have you ever cut back a tomato plant all the way down, all leaves gone, and all you see is a brown stem, and sometimes maybe a little green on the stem, or just all brown, or it's got a little green and it turns brown, but you keep watering it because you say, well, we're in winter, I'll deal with this later, I don't know where to put it, and let's see if it still wants to live. Let's run a test, just for myself. Does this little tomato plant have the tenacity and the will to live beyond any scope of my wishes for it? Like, I wasn't wishing it would come back and give me tomatoes, which it actually did. The leaves on the smaller one are prolific. The one that only gave me a handful of tomatoes has gone from the stand all the way up to the ceiling of where I have it. It has yet to open up any buds like the smaller version. Now the bigger version is in a bigger container, which surprises me and doesn't surprise me at the same time. It got a lot bigger than the one that's giving me tomatoes. But the one that's giving me tomatoes is in a small container. So, I just don't know. I could ask it, but it's very quiet and it holds its secrets very close to itself. And it doesn't want to tell me. But however, it does want to show me from time to time what it's capable of doing. And I wonder, folks, if I take that notion of what it's capable of doing and its tenacity, and I apply that to myself in a world that is turning upside down, inside out, sideways, it's gotten so hectic that I choose which night I watch the news, because it's just so much I can take. My heart can't absorb and maintain a healthy mental view on things if I were to watch it every night. So I don't. I choose not to. I choose to remain healthy mentally, which for a lot of us is difficult to do in a world that we're living in at the very moment that we're living in. But we are living in it. We are determinate. We may feel indeterminate at times, where we just can only do so much and then wish for someone to stop watering us like that tomato plant probably did. But we don't. We're determinate and we power through, and the tenacity of humans is amazing. You all are amazing. So pat yourself on the back. You've earned it. You've earned an amazing pat on the back because you're determinate. You can tackle anything that comes your way. And I bless you.